Hello everyone, I'm Paul and today we're solving problem 712. Minimum ASCII delete sum for two strings. This is medium and the key to solve this is dynamic programming. So let's start. We are given two strings, S1 and S2, and we need to return the lowest ASCII sum of deleted characters to make these two strings equal. And S1 and S2 consist of lowercase English letters only. So here we have a part of an ASCII table. In case you know what this is, we have codes for characters. In this case, we can only have a lowercase English letters, so we are looking at these codes from 97 for A to 122 for C. Now let's say that we are given this input. Our job is to make these two strings equal by removing only the characters corresponding to the lowest ASCII sum. So, for example, we could remove the entire strings, but this doesn't look very efficient. If we take the sum for this string, well, we have an S, an E, and an A. So we do 97 plus 101 plus this is 115. And the result here is 313. The sum of this string is 97 plus 101 plus the code for T is 116. This is 314. So 313 plus 314 is 627. So if we remove these two strings, we get this. And this is fine. Now both strings are equal, but we are trying to return the lowest ASCII sum. So we can do the following instead. We can remove this S and this T. The code for S is 115, the code for T is 116. So we do 115 plus 116. This is 231. And this happens to be the smallest possible sum, so the result is this. Now the first question here is how do we get these codes? For this we have a Python function which is ord. With this we can get the ASCII code for any character. Let's say that we take B, this will return 98. And the next question is how can we solve this? Let's say that we are scanning this from left to right. So we have an I pointer for S1 and a J pointer for S2. And whenever we find different characters, such as in this case, we basically have two choices. We can either remove this character or remove this character. Let's say that we decide to remove this character and now the I pointer is here. Now the character at I in S1 is equal to the character at J in S2. We have an E. Given that these are equal, we can carry the accumulated result up to this point. So this is another scenario. So we have these two options when we have different characters, and we have this option when the characters are equal. So if we start from index 0, given that these characters are different, we basically have two choices. And let's say that we remove this character. Well, next we only have one choice. But if we decide to remove this character instead, now next we have different characters again. So in this scenario we have two options again. And as you can see here, we can build our decision tree and we can carry the result at each step. So what we are using here is dynamic programming. So let's say that we have a DP grid where the amount of rows is given by the length of S1 plus 1. Here the length is 3, so we have 4 rows. And the amount of columns is given by the length of S2 plus 1. Here the length is 3, so we have 4 columns. And every cell here corresponds to the minimum ASCII sum that we can get if we consider these two strings up to I-1, j-1. So if we are standing here, we are considering only the first character of every string. So let's start here. We are considering 0 characters from both strings. So what if we don't have anything here? Well, these strings are already equal, so the minimum ASCII in this scenario is 0. Now let's say that we are here. We are picking 0 characters from S1 and 1 character from S2. So let's say that we have this. What is the minimum ASCII to make these two strings equal? Well, we can remove this E. So we can take the accumulated value plus the corresponding ASCII code for letter E, which is 101. So here we put 101. Now we are here. We are picking 2 characters from S2 and 0 characters from S1. So what if we have this? Well, this is empty, so we have to remove these 2 characters. Remember that we want to make these 2 strings equal, so we have the accumulated number up to this character, and we need to add the corresponding code for letter A. And 101 plus 97 is 198. Now we are here, so we are picking 0 characters from S1 and 3 characters from S2. We don't have this and we have this. Given that this is empty and we want to make these strings equal, we need to remove the entire string here. We have the accumulated value up to this point right here, it's 198. And we need to add the corresponding code for D, which is 116. So 198 plus 116 is 314. Now we want to fill these rows, so let's say that we are standing here. This means that we are picking the first character from S1 and no character from S2, so let's say that we have this. We need to remove this character, and the code for S is 115, and 0 plus 115 is 115. Next we are here. We are picking 2 characters from S1 and no characters from S2. So we have the accumulated sum up to this point. We need to add the code for E. So 115 plus what we have here, 101, is 216. If we do the same here, we get 313. Now we are standing here, so we are looking at these 2 characters. And remember that when the characters are different, we can either remove I or remove j. Let's say that we remove I, so we remove this character. Now we need to take the accumulated value, meaning 101, and add the code corresponding to the character that we are removing. And 101 plus the code for S, meaning 115, is 216. And maybe you are wondering, why are we taking this accumulated number? Well, remember that here we store the scenario in which we take the first character from S2 and no character from S1. And this is exactly what we want in this scenario in this cell. So if we decide to remove I, given that we only have 2 characters in this scenario, we also have to remove E. And this is exactly what we did here. That's why we take the accumulated number plus the code for the character that we are removing now. This is 216. Now, what if we decide to remove j? Now we are looking at this accumulated number. Remember that this is the result for the scenario in which we take the first character from S1 and no characters from S2. If we are removing this, that's exactly what we want in this scenario in this cell. So we take 115 plus the code for E, which is 101, and this is also 216. And the minimum between these two options is 216. Now we are here, we are looking at the first character in S1 and the first two characters in S2. Given that S is different from A, here we have two choices again. So we explore these two choices, we keep the maximum value among them, and this number is 313. Now we are here, we are looking at the first character in S1 and the first three characters in S2. And the minimum ASCII sum in this scenario is given by these two options because these two characters are different. So we do the same as before, and here we get 429. Now we are here, so we are looking at the first two characters in S1 and the first character in S2. Given that these two characters are equal, we are here, we can carry the accumulated result up to this point, which is right here. So we put 115 in this cell. If we fill the rest of the grid, we get this. And now you tell me where is the smallest ASCII sum if we consider these two entire strings. Well, it's right here, it's 231, so finally we return this. Time and space complexity here is big O of n times m because we need to build and iterate this grid. So with this in mind, now let's go with the code. First, n is the length of S1 and m is the length of S2. And we have a DP grid, which is an array that includes an array with 0 times n plus 1 for every index in range n plus 1. Here we are using 0 for row 0 and column 0 because if both strings are empty, they are already equal, so the result in this case is 0. Now we need to fill the rest of the first column and the first row. We are starting with the row, so for I in range from 1 to n plus 1, we say dp I0 is the accumulated number, meaning dpi minus 1, 0, plus the code for the last character. Remember that we get codes like this in Python, and we are taking S1 at I minus 1. And we are doing something very similar for the first column. This is basically the same. For Shay in range from 1 to m plus 1, dp0 Shay is dp0 Shay minus 1 plus the code for S2 at Shay minus 1. So now we can iterate the rest of the grid. For I in range from 1 to n plus 1 and for Shay in range from 1 to n plus 1. Here we have basically three possible scenarios. If S1 at I minus 1 is equal to S2 Shay minus 1, here we can just carry the accumulated value. So dp I Shay is dp I minus 1 Shay minus 1. And just to be clear, here we carry accumulated value. Else, this means that the last character in these two substrings are different. So in this case, we have two options. Here we say dpi Shay is the minimum between these two options. For the first one, we can remove the character, the last character in the substring that we are picking from S1. This is dp I minus 1 Shay, meaning the accumulated value in this scenario. plus the code for this last character. This is ORD, and we take S1 I minus 1. And just to be clear, here we remove S1 I minus 1. And we have another scenario, so here we put a comma. And the next scenario is, what if we remove the last character in the substring that we are picking from S2? This is dp I j minus 1 plus the code for S2 at j minus 1. And just to be clear, here we remove S2 j minus 1. So after all of this, we have the result in the last cell. So this is dp minus 1 minus 1. So this is the entire code. Now let's submit this. As you can see, this works and it's very efficient. So if you found this useful, please drop a like, subscribe, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.